Yes, okay. You ready? All right, we live.
Good afternoon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 205 of Grown Women Gaming. And here we are, your lovely grown women, getting ready to do some talk about some gaming today. We'll game later on. But yes, first of all, I want to give a shout out to all of our new followers who joined us because last week we were on our Lord's podcast and we kind of got some folks that come. We took some of their folks and they came and visit us. So, shout out to them. But first of all, shout out to our people who came in over there to show us some love. We saw y'all in the chat. We appreciate it. And so, we're going to introduce our panel for today. It's always our usual suspects who we love dearly. And we're going to get into what they have been playing for the week. And we're going to go down. And first up is Mr. Lala.
Yes. Just like Cherie said, glad to be here again on another Saturday, ready to talk some games. Welcome everybody, especially the regulars, man. We appreciate y'all. I saw Calvin here, Anderson up here early, Mitchie in here. So yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all regulars as well. So do you want me to go into what I've been playing or
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay. The only game I've been playing has been Elden Ring. I'm still on Elden Ring. I played a little bit of Tunic. Tunic it's nice. It's cute. It took me forever to get that first sword though. I'm like, yo, it's buried in here. It is buried. Wow. But it's cute. I definitely love it. I think I could see myself really, having putting a significant amount of time into that game after Elden Ring. Right now, Elden Ring is just that game got a stronghold on me. I don't know what's up with that, but it's just fun, and then I've found another area of the game to play through, so I'm doing that, and then after that I'll try to tackle the fire giant. I think I'm sitting at like my level. I think I'm at 137 right now. So that's pretty much it. Just as far as games, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
All right, and Miss Lady.
Shout outs to everybody at the Magic School.
Oh, you loud?
The Throne. I'm loud. Oh no, that was my phone. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was loud. My bad.
You sound super loud. Maybe I gotta.
Right, and then she grabbed the mic. It's like,
yeah. So the only person that sounds normal is Boogie. Cherie sounds a little low, and Lady sounds loud.
Oh,
okay.
To trade.
Look.
Oh, okay.
Push the mic away a little bit. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit.
There you go.
Now say something.
Yo.
Perfect. Just
well, then don't
move your head forward. Right? Don't move your head forward. just.
All right, look, man. Shout outs to the North Side. We shout outs to the dungeons. Fuck this Godskin duo. And I've been playing Elden Ring. I'm Elden Lord. I got the Age of Fracture ending. Not the best ending. So, but an ending nonetheless. Game of the year, 9.5. My problem with Elden Ring is if you are doing dungeons, and you complete a dungeon and you beat that dungeon boss, you gotta give me an indicator that I already did that. Because the worst thing is to you go to one dungeon, you do some other things, and then you go back to the same dungeon that you went to, and then you forget, oh, I completed this.
Yeah.
Happened to me a couple of times. So
because the boss ain't there, the resources aren't there, so it's like, tell me I did this already.
Yeah. So
not marked on the map that you already did it.
No, ain't no mark. So you can do it.
Yeah.
But they could add that in. That's like something they could do. Everybody just need to go go tell them that.
Yeah.
So it's game of the year. I ain't got nothing else to say. I said what I said.
Far,
what the date?
Sorry.
The only game of the year.
April 2nd, 2022. I said it. Game of the year. Elden Ring.
Y'all mark that down. Put it down on the calendar.
I put 143 hours in that game.
Oof.
Level 182. So it's gonna be
182. Yo, I hate you. I gotta figure out when the hell you playing. I swear to God, she played, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. You must be like offline farming for like a few hours.
Hell no. I don't need to at this point. I don't need to at this point.
You're not just leveling up just from regular playing.
Oh hell no! When I first played, when I showed a clip. I showed a clip when after you beat the Elden Beast, you get the sword, and with the special ability, it's called Ring of Gold. So it scatters hella damage. So I go to the usual, farming spot down under, but instead of hitting a bird, you go hit a right, and you see like a hill full of enemies, and you use that ring of gold. That should give me like between like 30 to like 60,000 per round
in one hit.
In one hit. So I can level up twice in like 15 minutes, maybe less than that.
Right. Okay.
I do that first, and I'll just be helping everybody at this point because I'm not doing New Game Plus until the homies get they sword and they Ring of Gold.
Yeah.
Because I believe I can jump. I'm not sure if I can be able to jump in your games if I'm on New Game Plus. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to take the risk. Right. And also, I want to make sure that I'm a beefy mofo when I get to New Game Plus. I want to be breezing through like the first quarter of it. You keep your armor, you keep your weapons. There's the Great Ruins. You're not going to be able to keep everything that you like, material and stuff like that. You get to keep the graces you lose, so you got to re-look for everything. But when you get powerful enough to go to NG Plus, then you ain't got to really. It's not going to be really that bad, Also, I've been playing Guardians of the Galaxy. I think we're on chapter 5, I believe. It's a movie that you're just playing with, an interactive movie. That's
the best part about it, though.
Yeah, it's the best part about it. I love picking up like their outfits. I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm liking Peter's abilities with the weapons. He just don't got the bang bang purple shots. He also got the ice one that I just got, so that's pretty cool. The conversations between Peter and Drax in this game have me cracking the fuck up. Because some mannerisms and some sayings that we understand, he doesn't understand. So he automatically assumes with it, and it becomes really funny to me. So Rocket, I like Rocket. Rocket would be like somebody I go to the bar and we'll sit and have drinks with.
Yeah.
Rocket's a good people watcher, right? Yeah. Like he'd be good to go sit somewhere drinking people watch with.
So I can't wait to get in. Hopefully we might get into it maybe today or tomorrow. But yeah, I can't wait to like see what happens next, because even though I'm playing Elden Ring and doing everything else, in the back of my mind is like, okay, at this point we got the money to pay the fine, but somehow something happened to, I guess, Peter's side piece daughter, and now they're gonna find out what's happening. So it's like, right? But that's what happened, right? That's what happened. That's how they knew.
Spoiler alert.
Right? Yeah.
No, this game is old. This game is old.
Not. It just hit Game Pass. Well,
they don't know what side piece I'm talking about. He's a little whore. He's a little whore.
Right? Yeah.
He whorish.
But so, he cute with it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see a couple of them as I go down the chapters. But it's a good game.
Now, do you like this Peter better than the Peter from the MCU?
Oh, hell yeah. This is my Peter.
I feel like everybody's saying that, right?
This is my Peter.
Wait. You have to say this Peter before Endgame. Because after Endgame, everybody hated him. So Infinity War. Everybody hated him then. He was enemy number 1. So we can't really. That's not a good.
I just think that this Peter girl that I'm watching on the screen right now is more engaging and more down to earth than the MCU. Because trust me, I done been watched all the movies, so I remember this Peter than that Peter. So it's a difference. So kudos to that voice actor who did him, because he did a great job on him. What else I played this week?
He's cuter though. I wouldn't give you that much.
That's it. That's all I played. Elden Ring and Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's on Game Pass. So if you got it and you ain't never played it, I suggest. And you like Marvel? Why not? Win. And you get achievements. So
that part.
That's all.
Pointer for that game. Just know that more that you utilize everybody else, the more points you get, faster you're gonna level up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
all about teamwork.
Yeah.
For me, it's just Elden Ring, like only because like I don't know, it's getting really bad, you guys. It's hard for me to play during the week, just because I try, really hard to make sure that my kiddo and I are sitting down to have dinner together, and trying to cook home. So gaming is sacrificed. But I'm enjoying my weekends. You look forward to that time to play with y'all, and that's when y'all are usually available too to play together. So yeah, I'm getting old apparently.
It's okay.
But is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like that either, fam.
I'm
just keeping it down.
Look, responsibilities, adulting.
Oh gosh, I was hoping you wouldn't use that word, adulting.
Let's just keep the bug. Sometimes adulting, you really got to be on your adult shit so you can be able to game freely and independently and be actually have fun. Because ain't no way as an adult that you got adult problems that you're avoiding and you're playing video games to do it. I'm like, let me go. Let me go pay my rent. Let me go pay my bills. Let me go to the supermarket. Let me go to the club. Let me go to the store. Let me go to the supermarket, catch an Uber back home, dump everything off. And then I was playing Elden Ring. So that's just the way I think.
It's real. I mean, we all deal with that, so we all deal with it.
Yeah. But Elden Ring though, huh?
And yes, to Ty Talks, Elden Ring is my first Souls-like game that I have been able to play, because I will state that Lawless bought me Dark Souls 3, right? Dark Souls 3, I think. And I could not get past the first boss, so that got deleted.
It's like, this is not for me.
Right. I was just like, it took me I was going after him, I think for 30 to 45 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, y'all know how I am. I'm like the first one that get on the computer to start looking up shit. I do not like banging my head against the wall. I can't take it. I feel like my brain resources depleting, so I gotta, that's it. But yeah, y'all jump on Elden Ring.
So I did not play Elden Ring this week. I diversified, like the other people.
I don't know though, because you're like so far behind.
I know, right? I did play Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm ahead of Lady.
How
are you still playing that game? How are you still playing that game?
Because I was
you started before me. Then I picked it up and finished it
and beat me.
And now, and beat you. And now Lady about to beat you.
Well, maybe. You know what?
My question is how she get Elden Ring first, and then she play Guardians of the Galaxy, and she further in Guardians, but not on Elden Ring.
She don't like Elden Ring, y'all. Face the fact.
I bought Guardians of the Galaxy when it first dropped last year. I actually paid money for that, full price.
But you just playing it now.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been playing. I just play it along, and I only play when I stream. I don't play on the weekends or anything. I only play during stream.
Oh, okay.
So that's why one main reason why I'm still on chapter 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
So I did that this week. Genshin Impact and something else, but I cannot remember what it was. It's probably some mobile game, so I don't even know. Does that count? Does mobile gaming count, people?
Not when you lagging behind. It's all right. Look, Charisse, if you don't like the game, that's no problem.
I do. It's not saying I don't like it. It doesn't have a story enough for me to like. I have to, like somebody said, to have to make up one in your own in your head, and like so. It's I like the atmosphere, and I like the action when and I got the controls down. It's
a no for you, dog. I understand.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
It's a no for me, dog. It's okay.
If it is, it's fine.
I know, right? Like, I'm not saying it's not. Like, when I do play, I do like it. It's just like nothing there to make me play besides, because again, the story is usually what makes me want to play it.
So contradicting right here.
Right?
I know, right?
It's not bad, but it's
right. I hate it.
It ain't my cup of tea. Like, it ain't gonna be in the top 10. Like how a lady says her game of the year.
Hate it.
Yeah, right.
My game of the year.
Yeah, she's like choking it down is what it sounds like. Like she's not happy about taking the medicine.
It's like a dry Popeye biscuit.
Right. Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me having to eat them asparagus this week. That's what that is. That's what that was.
Okay.
I love asparagus. Oh my god.
Me too. How you like asparagus and don't like
I'm just gonna say
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm just gonna say that. Brussels sprouts is different. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
All right, then. So before we get into our topics this week, we have our 2 Patreon giveaways for February and March. For February, we got our boy Inferno. Again, thank y'all for supporting us. Again, if you want to be in these giveaways, you better join our Patreon. I'm sure somebody has the link somewhere they can post into the chat for me.
I think Jasmine will give us that momentarily.
Oh yeah, Jazzy be on it. Shout out to Jazzy. And then for March, we got our boy Stitch. He has won for that much. Congrats. So we're gonna send y'all your gift. Just hit our DMs with I think your address, or maybe do y'all want codes? Anyway, we'll work it out. Just hit our DMs and we'll get you what you your prizes. So remember now, if y'all want to win for next month, well, this month, which is April,
you gotta be a Patreon member in order to.
Yeah. Make sure you're a member of our Patreon. So, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, people. Finally, after weeks, months, years of, I don't know what, excitement, announcements. Oh, they ain't never gonna do this. They're never gonna, Game Pass is a failure. PlayStation's never gonna do this. PlayStation finally announced their subscription service. And it is just as wild as we thought it was going to be. So I'm going to read out there's different tiers. So bear with me. We might have to write this down. PlayStation Plus Essential. Yeah, okay. Essential. Basically, this is the beginner one. I think this is one that everybody already has. Provides the same benefit that PlayStation Plus members are already getting. 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage, online multiplayer, and then it's $10 a month. All right, that's basically what you're getting now. Okay, PlayStation Plus Extra adds a catalog of 400 of most enjoyable PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party members. This is $15 a month. PlayStation Plus Premium. Everything that's in the essential and extra tiers adds an additional 300. And I want to say, when I say additional, that's got an asterisk by it. So, be on the lookout for that part. Adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games via cloud streaming. That's important. You don't download. It's still cloud streaming. A catalog of beloved classic titles. In both streaming and downloading options for the original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PSP generations. Cloud streaming for the original PlayStation, time-limited game trials, so basically demos on a trial basis, and that is $18 a month. Ladies?
Okay, I'll go first. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to the chat. We got Xbox, Pilo, ATL, Stu Jersey, Eternal. I see you in the building. Other Zinc. I believe we answered your question this morning. Tay Talks. Hey, welcome, Lady Foxfire in the building. CHAREECE. Hey, good morning. Let me see. Cedric H. North. Thank you for coming through. Let me see. Mitchie, I see you. Jazzy Nuke, the best mod in the goddamn world, I tell you. And Calvin, I see you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. The only thing that's enticing me is the PlayStation Essential, and that's the same shit I already got, because I need to see the list of these games that they're having available before I even spend the extra money on it.
Nah.
Yeah, they didn't give any details, right?
No, they didn't. Yeah. They said with the Plus Extra is 400 of the most enjoyable PlayStation 4 and 5 games. That's not really what I want from PlayStation. I want cloud streaming for the PlayStation 2, PSP, and PS4. I think they should have shot out their most important games. Metal Gear Solid. They should have had a list.
What's going to be in their day one?
Yeah, when they had this out here, they should have had okay, we have these packages for you, and here are the games associated to this packages, especially with the premium, with the higher price ones. I want to. If I don't know what the list is, I don't know if I'm going to spend more than I'm already am for membership PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like my preference console, so that doesn't help the situation at all.
At all.
I was gonna say too, because Delilah shared this list from IGN where they say access to older games and they include PSP. It was said that PSP was left out of what was actually
the Vita.
released.
I think Vita was left out. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not gonna get that. And sorry, lady, I didn't want to start going into mine unless you were.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
For me, like, this is a failure. Like, they do not know their customers. They dictate to their customers what's gonna happen. And really, people who are Sony only console owners should be upset, because you know what Xbox provides for Xbox Game Pass. Regardless of if you were someone who hated on it or not, you know what the service is providing. And for their premium to essentially be the same as what Ultimate would be, you don't get as much and you're paying more. So as I said before, that's a total no. I don't understand why they even fix their mouth to utter premium for $17.99.
Yeah.
That's like beyond crazy to me. And I said last week, I don't understand why they're telling me free demos are a part of any tier.
That's just disrespectful.
But they still added that shit in. You get free extended demos. So I'm assuming they're trying to be like EA, but they're not telling you what exactly you're getting in any of these demos. They're not even telling you what games you're getting in any of this. They're just like, here it is, and I know you're gonna ask for more. Like, they know that they're not gonna get backlash, which is like, I don't know, they're just beyond cocky at this point. So I think that's what's upsetting to me all the time, is that they're just like, fuck you, pay me, essentially.
So wait, I just curious, because I'm just curious about the tiers. So it seems that the premium tier, the $17.99 tier, is the only one that supports streaming. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because this is PS3. Because when I look at the tiers, it says PS3 games available via cloud streaming. PS3 is available via cloud streaming, and then it's all streaming in regards to the premium variant. And then you got, I don't see any other variants that's talking about streaming. So basically they're trying to say that the premium, if you want that PlayStation Now, I think that's what it was called, if you want that, then it's on the Mac, the most expensive tier.
Right.
I got it.
Which is essentially the same cost as paying for PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus. They're not taking a hit in any category of people. They're not saying, they're still offloading the entire cost to you guys. We still have to pay for cloud saves. Either way.
No day and date now. No day and date. Let's
no day and date. You get no day and date. And they're not even telling you that it's going to be guaranteed that you're going to have these in a certain time frame. So it's still, this is like, to me, there was no reason to even announce this. This is business as usual.
Yeah, I guess for me, I think they just combined their PlayStation Now service into the premium tier. That's how I look at it. Exactly. I guess the biggest thing for me when I look at this is I was looking, because I've been playing my PC more and more. You know what I mean? So it's like I was looking for them to have something that includes PC, because with Game Pass, you get Xbox and PC, and I don't see that here. And also the cloud saves for me is a big deal. I just love the fact that even if I don't have it's not, because the cloud saves are not behind a paywall, not behind a subscription service. Like, it doesn't matter where I'm at, I can pull down my save, regardless of console I'm on. Like, we went on a trip and I was able to use the S to pull down my Elden Ring game save and continue right where I left off. And then when I got back home, I was able to pull my save back down to my X and just keep it moving. It's seamless. I love it. I absolutely think it's the most underrated thing that people don't talk about as far as the cloud saves and how that syncing happens and stuff like that. It's so, in my opinion, so underrated.
Do you feel like this signals that there needs to be a guard change at Sony headquarters? Not necessarily Sony US, because this is coming down from like Japan Sony, right? Because this is across.
I think this is everybody. I think this is everybody. I mean, if you think about
it,
right?
That's what I'm.
I think it's SIE, right? Sony Entertainment,
right?
I forgot.
So it's coming from the top, right? Like,
yeah.
As far as the figurehead of the company, not any of the umbrella or whatever you want to say.
It's the gaming division. I think it is focused because it's like gaming division. I don't want to guess that. Oh yeah, it's just Sony Pictures, the ones that's over the movies.
Oh no, I know it's not Sony Pictures. I'm saying as far as Sony Interactive Entertainment, this is coming from the global standpoint.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is for everybody, and it signaled to me. It would signal that there needs to be a guard change, because if you notice with MLB The Show, right? MLB The Show now is like, we're no longer under the contract with you guys, so we want to put our game on every system.
Yeah.
And they have cross progression. Did you know that was announced? Cross progression, all systems. You can play any system and be able to progress. So I can play on the Switch and go to my Xbox, continue where I left off. And to me, that's like they know this is where the industry is headed. Mm-hmm. But does Sony Interactive Entertainment, the people who are making global decisions, know this is where we need to be heading? Or are they digging their feet in, is what it seems like?
Digging their feet in. They are the market leader right now, or they're perceived to be market leader at least. And so they feel like they can they can make the rules, even though if those rules no longer work for the model anymore. And so either their fans are either gonna have to like tell them, hey, this is not what we want, or we want more, or they're just gonna.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I think that's what's gonna happen. I think the first people who's gonna dive in head first into these services are not gonna get the same, access to things, say, as Xbox does, and they're gonna feel a certain type of way.
Yeah, I look at it like this. Like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Say.
I was gonna say, with me, it's like these services are starting to add up, right? We talked about it plenty of times before. You got all these different ones, and then Netflix, Disney, they starting to add up. And so you think about the price of Game Pass and the price of PlayStation's, I don't know what they're calling it, premium. Let's just stick with premium, right? And it being $17.99. It's like, for it to be more than Ultimate, like that is just.
It's like they hit all the no's that I said would have to be no for me. It to be a no for me. They were like, all right, no problem. We're gonna hit all those.
And add $2 more.
But what I was getting at with it though is that the fact that let's say you want to have everything. Let's say you just want to be that person. Nintendo, we know they got theirs. They have theirs. It's $50 a year. It's however they also got like some other things that you can pay. Like I think it's like $4 a month. You got that, and then. But if you start thinking about it, $14.99 plus the $17.99 if you want to do month to month, it's becoming a little extra. You know what I mean? It's becoming a little much. You're gonna have to end up choosing one. And so when you start seeing games like MLB The Show on Game Pass, and you don't have to pay $70 to play it, and you telling me it's cross progression, I might as well play it on Game Pass. And when I decide I want to play on PlayStation, then I pick it up when it's on sale. Like this is
when
how
they finally add it to the catalog.
Because the cross progression changes everything to me. It changes everything because I can start over here, because funds low this month, and I can start over here, and I can go over there later. If I see my friends playing it over there, fine. I find me a little deal or something later on, further down the line, 6 months, 8 months down the line. But I'm gonna enjoy it while it's on Game Pass. Like and then no PC tie-in. That's tough. Like I was really hoping they'll say, oh yeah, and then because we know PlayStation at this point they got a PC catalog. They've been releasing their titles in conjunction. Like we just know God of War just hit PC fairly recently. We got Horizon, the
Forbidden West. No, not Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn, right? Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC, so their catalog is starting to show up there. Even the Final Fantasy, I think of the Final Fantasy remake is on PC. So they could have made some sort of like, oh yeah, we're gonna support PC, and kind of at least. To me, it's like the competition. Like I was expecting a little bit more with this. Maybe my expectation was a little bit too high, but I'm just surprised. I hate to say it.
You figured at least at par, right?
Right.
You figured at least you was gonna come in at
the
par,
whole
right?
game trials thing that ain't gonna cut it. Like
it's
demo,
so take it or leave it. Is how I feel. It's like they're just like take it or leave it. This is what it is.
Y'all got it. They can get. I'm essential all day. Essential game.
Essential.
They should have ended that shit with a little line that just said, "I said what I said." Take
it or leave
This is what it is. I said what I said.
You gonna get what you get.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, hopefully, maybe they start this out and they get some feedback, and then they realize that people, people aren't really feeling the way. I don't know. I just can't believe this is. I don't know.
I just think it's
for more.
I just think it's funny that people are like really saying that this is a good deal after they clowned Xbox a couple of years ago.
Well, we know how they are with those talking points. It's like, come on,
like,
everybody always got something, So I'm
just saying, you gotta have some damn smarts. I mean, shit. You paying $2 more to get less. I don't know how that sounds over there, but over here that don't make no sense.
So they're banking on the fact that how Microsoft advertised their Game Pass. They say 100 games. They say over 100 games. So I guess the way PlayStation and the Sony camp looked at it was like, we got 400 games. It's 700.
Yeah, because there were some people that were like, oh, they got more games than Xbox Game Pass. I'm like,
they only advertise 100, but it's way more.
They're probably gonna fix that. But did you see the new ad? Did you see the new ad?
I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit was so
why y'all petty? Why y'all petty like that?
Somebody on social team. They petty.
They are nice. I love their social media team.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes me giggle a lot. But yeah, so I don't know. So Xbox has spoiled me because I'm not used to paying for cloud saves. I'm not used to paying for back compatible. I'm not used to paying for that. If they're trying to entice people like me who are Xbox centric, who are dipping their toe into the PlayStation stuff, it ain't it, fam. This ain't it. I don't see anything on this list that enticing me to put my money down. And the game trials things, like you don't even know what games you're gonna get to play demos for. I don't got nothing good to say about this, so I'm just gonna stop.
It could be hot trash. Them demos could be hot trash.
It's gonna be like the worst ones. Like, day one games, they didn't give you a time. Like, who said something about a time limit on when their first party titles would be into the catalog? Like, give me something to look forward to. You don't even have that. So you're basically still gonna be waiting a year, if not longer, for these games to drop into the catalog. Even if they wanted to support PC, how would they support PC? Are they gonna make a deal with Steam? Are they gonna have their own PC interface like Xbox does with Game Pass? It's just I don't really think they thought this through as much as they thought they would have.
Even when I thought of their cloud save issue, because I was trying to think to myself, like, why do they like keep that behind a paywall? They don't have a service of their own, so they have to pay for the ability to have cloud save. So that's probably why they offset.
I thought they purchased Genkai like years ago, and they have their own little are you referring to like infrastructure? Yeah, so I think they have their own. They acquired used to be called On Live back in the day, and then Gaikai later on. So they have their own kind of thing because they have PlayStation Now, right? And now they're trying to combine those services. So, but you're right. I mean, for the most part, it's like we could just. I mean, when you compare that with Microsoft, it's like okay, Microsoft has Azure, and so you kind of know. We all know what that is, but yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. I feel like Boogie said, they're gonna have to change some leadership at the top to get the ball rolling. Like so people are gonna buy into it. The diehard PlayStation fans are gonna get this, and they're gonna preach about it to the high heavens. But
I want to know which ones people are getting for sure.
Yeah, and it's something they can. People ain't gonna tell the truth about what they got. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I got that."
That too. Right? They be on the internet.
They be out here capping on capping.
Cap.
Mm-hmm.
We call these fools Captain America.
Yeah.
At this point, it's Captain Sony.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I don't.
I'm start calling people that when they come with their left shit. All right, Captain Sony.
Oh damn. Be careful, somebody might take your saying and use it against and use it like their own shit.
Here first.
Oh damn, I wasn't thinking. My bad.
Yeah, I don't. Like, you know what's interesting with me is like I don't even have essential. Like I don't play PlayStation enough. I think that's another thing too. It's like I don't play PlayStation enough to even justify like, oh, let me. Even when it comes to the saving thing, it's just like
no. The only reason why I got it was for what was this samurai game we were playing?
Oh
no,
it was Tsushima.
Yeah. Right, because then they came out with the multiplayer part, but then they were like, well, you got to get Plus if you want to play.
Wow.
So if you wanted the DLC to play and to play via multiplayer, you had to have PlayStation
Plus. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
I was like, yo, nobody's speaking up about this.
So wait, what is Plus now? Is Plus part of what plan? Is it extra now?
That's the essential.
Yeah,
Plus is now essential.
What? Right.
Oh, see, that's another thing. They were always talking about, oh, you're gonna get this Game Pass. That's too many tiers. It's too confusing. No, this is confusing. Like, if you're gonna do this right here, give it different names. Just drop that PlayStation Essential, Extra, or Premium. I don't know. It's just weird. If you're gonna call it, if it's the same thing, this is weird too. People are gonna be confused.
I mean, like I told you, it's like they split the two plans up into a middle one, which really is just like half-assed. And then it's really the same thing. So the essential tier is the same amount you would be paying for PlayStation Plus, and the top tier is the same amount you would be paying for PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now.
That's
like it's so lazy.
So they should have just did away with.
I wouldn't know who got paid because this is so lazy. Y'all just did the same shit.
For Game Pass Ultimate to be $14.99 a month, and then you got PlayStation Plus Extra at the same price. That's not apples and apples. It's just not.
It's not. It's apples and oranges, and maybe we still get some strawberries on the side.
Facts. And whipped cream.
No, what's that stinky? What's that stinky fruit? That's what it is.
I'm like, it ain't fam. This ain't fam. I don't know. I'm not seeing it, people.
Maybe we should get a PlayStation person on. Maybe we should get a PlayStation diehard on the show and ask them like to break it down for us, like their perception on it. It could just be the perception of the fact that we're used to what we have, right? They don't know how good we got it over here. We eat good.
I want to see. Yeah, I agree, because I would want to know what they view as their benefits to this.
Right, exactly.
A legit PlayStation person, not
right, who's like on the service, use the service. They use Now frequently. They see the benefit in this. That's the thing there for me, because it's like it could just be my own personal biases as to why I can't see the benefit. And so
I can't because God of War finna come out. You got PlayStation Premium, right? How much? Oh, but I want the new God of War. What kind of discount am I getting with that? And do I get a discount with that? Or no? I'm just like,
no. I was hoping they gave you a little break. Y'all can like eat that $2 to stay at par with.
Oh damn! She's stupid.
I'm just saying, like, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, at least if you buy a game off Game Pass, you get a 20% discount. Straight off the rip, it's like one of the things you advertise. Like, I don't, I'm not seeing it, people. I'm not seeing it.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, in the chart we looking at, they say they give discounts for it,
but don't say how much.
That could be 5%.
It could be 1%.
Somebody try me with a 1% discount if they want to. I'm gonna buy that shit. Whoever had a 1% discount, I think the minimum discount is like 5. So,
and hell, that's down the regular price then.
Man, I'm gonna get this PlayStation Essentials, and it depends what games that's coming out, and it depends. It's gonna be a day one buy or a sale item, because I'm not spending money on a service I'm not using. I got too many of those. Yeah. So if I gotta buy me a $70 PlayStation 4 game, so be it. I'm not because one, they're not gonna have this day and date, so it ain't like I'm gonna spend the extra $5,
So
the
wait,
extra $7.
I just read a little detail. I want to make sure I go to the official PlayStation website before reading this. One detail I'm just noticing is that, you know how on Game Pass you can stream games. If you have the Ultimate, you can stream the games or you can download them. Well, apparently the only one that has a downloadable tier to be able to play is the PlayStation Plus Extra. So you can't download it to you can't download the game to your console unless you have the PlayStation Plus Extra tier. So if I had Essential, like Lady was saying, Essential, I just need Essential. If I had Essential, that means only thing I can do, you won't even get to stream. You don't even see a stream.
Yeah, you don't get streaming either. No,
you don't get streaming. So
yeah, with Essential, you don't get the back catalog. You don't get the back catalog either.
I ain't had that anyway.
So you just get multiplayer access. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just like what everybody else get, right? That's what everybody else got anyway. So that don't change. Your price don't change, right? That's one thing I'm worried about. Like the price don't change. For that. So if I want to, okay, I got it. I think I understand the tiers now. So yeah, I got it.
Well, speaking of eating well, Game Pass let it slip that they're going to do a family pass in the future.
A family plan.
Family plan. Excuse me. So,
right.
Finally, this is one thing we have been asking for. Now, I don't know. I do game share with my daughter, but I think you only have like one license, and we can't really play the same game at the same time or something like that. So that's how we do theirs. But this right here, this would be so beneficial with it. The only thing that might shy away from it would be the price, but I don't see it going too high for a family plan. What y'all thoughts, lady?
Yeah, I don't see it either. I mean, to me, I think this is the perfect time for them to announce something like that. Like this time,
they announced it. I just want to point out they announced it the day after Sony announced this.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's we've seen it on the Twitterverse. Nothing's fully 100% confirmed or anything like that, but I wouldn't put it past them. To me, I think it'd be a brilliant idea. I also game share. My husband and I, we game share. So I think it'd be great though, especially if it means it'll save us money from having to buy, 2 copies of the same game within the same household. We haven't had to do that in a while because you can, like, I can play the game, especially if it's a single player game, I can play it and he can play it whenever, and so that works. But a family plan would be nice. I can imagine people with larger households who have, 3 or 4 people trying to play the game, and then I got about 4 copies of the game, and so on and so forth. So I think it's a brilliant idea. Hopefully they, do that. I hope it's something that's real instead of being like Twitter speculation and stuff. I think it'd be cool and beneficial for people, but we'll see.
Boogie, what you got?
I was happy because, like you, I game share with my kiddo, but it'd be nice to not have to like download stuff on mine so that she can have access to it and then have to delete it on mine, that type of thing. So it'd be nice to have like a real structured, family plan together. I think it's something that's well overdue for sure. So I'm glad they're finally.
Gamers been asking for it for sure. Gamers been asking.
Yeah, since 2013. Since 2013. So
yes.
Yeah, I'm ready because we have a hard time trying to buy stuff for my daughter on her system, and so I have to buy it on mine. And the way she can, like Biggie said, it can get real confusing sometimes.
Well, yeah, you look up and you're like, why I don't have no space? Oh, because I got all these games that I downloaded for her so that she can see it. Yeah.
And all it's hundreds of dozens expansion packs. Oh my god. But yeah, I can't wait for this. I'm hoping that it is awesome. They need to drop it right summer. Drop it summer. What a price is. I need to price it. If it's no more than, I don't know. I don't even know how much it would. How much would you pay for this, Boogie?
So how much did we pay? So, because I already paid for Game Pass Ultimate.
Per year, so I don't ever focus on the monthly.
Right, I don't really focus. Yeah,
it's 15 a month.
You're right.
15 a month. Okay.
I don't know. I thought for me, and maybe this is a pipe dream, but I was thinking that they were going to just let you opt in for a family plan, and you could only have a certain amount of consoles that they'll allow you to have on that plan.
That'd be so good.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's put that out in the universe.
Right? Like I thought that's what was happening, guys.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to. I mean, it wouldn't make it. I mean, it's just business, y'all. Come on, y'all know it's a possibility they're gonna do something with.
Yeah, that it's gonna cost. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be like crazy. I think I would pay $150 a year for a family plan. Because like 112 would be exact, right? Unless like, because I don't know, I feel like I always get dinged because single mom, so I feel like I'm always getting punished for not having a family of 4.
That part.
So I don't know, it might be like 200, and they're like, well, because it's for a family of 4, and I'm like, well, that ain't me. But
I got you. Yeah, I can
find some friends and charge them.
Right,
charge them. I'll just charge you, and it's nice.
Honestly, I slip you a couple.
Right, we'll be the family of 4.
Because I was gonna like maybe Sanaa has a friend that she games with that might need some game pass or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
for
like,
real.
yeah.
I can see us taking advantage of this, because my husband and I, of course, we game share, but then I can put my nephews on this bad boy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I can get them going.
Watch them be hip to us though, and be like, you got to be on the same IP.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, Netflix.
I hope not.
No, Hulu does that too. Hulu,
you have to check in at your home address.
Hulu don't be playing. Get you. They be like, yo, you haven't checked in 30 days, so no more live TV for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. I hope it's a good. I hope so. So.
All right then. Well, speaking of summer announcements, E3 ladies. We speculated on it.
I know, right?
A couple of weeks ago. I think about 2 weeks ago we were talking about this, because we hadn't heard anything.
And I think Delilah was still hopeful, and I was like, it ain't happening.
I think it was. I think it was. It has come down from on high.
Right.
E3 is officially canceled for this year, but
there's a
caveat. They are planning. Yeah. They are planning a show for 2023, a in-person version and a online version. So I think that, but they didn't come out at the same time. I just want to point that out. The cancellation came out first, but then like a couple hours later, then the announcement saying, "Oh, but we're still playing something." So take that with however many grain of salt you want.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they said they're planning for 2023, right?
They said that last year for 2022.
I don't know. They said that they're trying to do a digital and virtual event for 2023. And I know as someone who has been to several, this can probably sound selfish, but I feel like they should go back to the way it used to be, that it's only, industry only at E3, and allow, other folks to be digital. And then if, PlayStation, Xbox want to have, their special event where they're allowing a few, fans in, I think that's fine. I think that you could see the decline after the second year of them allowing people in, that even the devs were frustrated, right? Like, it was too many people. You have too many fans in there. Not enough like real conversations were able to happen because you're just trying to rush people through the line. It was just different. It was a whole different vibe. It wasn't the same. It was like an overpacked Disneyland, and everybody was pissed. Mm-hmm. They had to be there, So I hope they go back to that. Yeah.
They didn't, and also it seemed like even when you would go to E3 in recent years, it's like as if it wasn't planned out for the amount of people that was there. It was always still planned for the smaller
well,
crowd.
Remember the first year, Xbox Addict, remember we saw him, rest in peace to him. Mm-hmm. But he was having a hard time, and I remember, how I am. I switch into mom mode. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Because he was like barely able to get around. Like, they didn't even have that planned out. They didn't even have, just accessibility planned out for folks. So that was, it's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hate me if you want, but I think they should go back to industry only. And
You know,
even if that meant that I
that.
couldn't go, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't
but
good.
then if it is virtual and they do the little app again or whatever, I hope that they put more planning into it than they did.
Oh
in
yeah, they
previous
definitely
years.
some work there because it's at this point. I've been to virtual conferences that have done that's way better. Like it's like GDC's virtual conference is great. Like they do a good job where you can jump in there and watch the presentation, you comment, respond to it, and it's engaging. GDC
and honestly, I don't think it's difficult. It just takes someone who knows what they're doing and planning, right? Yeah, it takes effort, right?
And
like you can't be trying to do that last minute or
there are companies who will do it for you.
Right,
true.
You can hire a
just pay
company
the
to do that for you. Yeah, exactly.
So
maybe that's it. Maybe they don't want to, the budgeting and
right.
the planning that goes into it. Maybe they just weren't ready and they figure, okay, bumpy, we'll plan for next year because we're just not ready. And so maybe that's the case, and that they will be able to kind of watch what the industry does this summer and how Summer Game Fest is orchestrated and coordinated.
We gonna talk about that too.
I was gonna like a little bit of blanket in there.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
I know. But
our favorite Keely person.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm assuming sarcasm.
He didn't even wait 10 seconds.
Heavily.
Oh my god! I swear I saw his shit before I saw E3 was canceled.
Honestly, you probably did. You
didn't even wait till the sentence was out.
I know, right?
Somebody said the body on E3 wasn't even cold yet.
Right, wasn't even cold yet. He's like sticks his stake in the ground. Don't worry,
we got you.
Right. I don't know. It's probably just our issues with him, because I'm sure there were other people that are thinking the opposite, right? Like, you're supposed to jump on an opportunity like that, but I don't know. Well, I think that's everything that's wrong with business. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you were speaking and I interrupted. No. For me, it's like to me, with it come to that whole thing, it's the blatant biases, and that's the only thing it's very noticeable, and that's the only thing that I have issues with. They figure that out, because the production's been getting better, but now I think it's so ad heavy now. Like, I wish they would kind of cut back on that as far as how advertisements are done, because it's super ad heavy. And
like I said too, they need to get rid of him. Sorry.
No, you good.
He shouldn't be the host anymore. Honestly, he should just be the producer and handle the back end stuff.
Right.
I even let him still put his name on it. He could be Keely's Summer Games. Whatever,
right?
But like, I don't know. He just needs somebody else. He's
yeah. I would prefer that too. I want him to. I would want him to just, like you said, be off to the side. We know he did the production. He comes out and he introduced the show. This is the Keelys or whatever. Introduce the show and then somebody else hosts. I think that would be better, because then we get it's a variety. You know what I mean? Because I get so sick of the spoiling the premiere before the premiere. Like, that's what trips me out with Keely. He'd be so excited. He'd be like, "Oh yeah!" So like right before they did this, for me, one that sticks out is the Sonic. This about the premiere Sonic on the show, on the Game Awards. I think it was the Game Awards. It's about to premiere a new trailer for Sonic, and he was like, before they even showed the trailer, he's like, "Oh, check out this Sonic trailer." It's like, you done spoiled the surprise. Right. Now we know what's coming. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
It's like stop.
Yeah, because we said that in our roast.
It wasn't the only time he did that, though. He did that for a bunch of other premieres. It's like, oh yeah, now this studio did this, and so here's a premiere of this game. Like, you don't gotta announce.
It's almost like he's so excited.
That right?
Because he's too excited, but you're like, you gotta.
He's too much of a fan.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't his job, though. Honestly, like, he came up with this, but I don't think him being a host is in his repertoire. And you get that, right? You get that as you're watching it. And unfortunately, he hasn't progressed much during the, last, what is it? 3, almost 4, I think it's 4 years, right?
4 years.
This will be the 5th year that they're doing it. And I feel like somebody needs to say, we need someone else here, right?
But it's not, come on. That's
Someone needs to lose their job and go ahead
baby.
and say it.
That's his, well, it's his baby, so he wants to be the face. He wants to. His name is associated with it. He wants to be the face of it. It's
right. So I guess that he's. No, go ahead.
No, you're right. I mean, he's done all of that. So he wants credit where credit is due, and I get it. So come out there and be like, "Yo, welcome to the show. Woody whoop. We got so and so here. Yada yada. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'm out and I'm producing the show, and I come at the end and be like, hope you all enjoyed the show. To have a good night. Like what's that was back in the day from HBO? Was it the stand up comedy?
Nah, I remember the BET Awards used to be like that. Oh boy, we come out in the beginning, we come out in the end.
Like Russell Simmons' Def Jam. Be like, oh yeah, y'all have a good night.
Right,
he does the whole show, but he come at the end like y'all.
Right. But he would be a horrible host. He would be a horrible host.
Exactly. So
yeah, I like that. That's petition for that. But yeah. So
I don't even know he would be able to take that conversation.
Come on.
You were thinking like in the last 3 or 4 years he's taken a public speaking class or something, or how?
Because I feel like suggesting it, but then I don't feel like being blocked too. So
they're gonna come. They're coming for you. As soon as you post about it on Twitter, they're gonna be. You mention any kind of like, oh, you should do this. It's gonna be something. You're gonna have somebody that's gonna be a defense warrior for that, and it's just gonna be a whole thing. So it's like, how do you give constructive criticism without triggering people?
Well, because you can't even. Twitter is just like not even the best form, right? Because typically, if you take any management classes, they tell you when you're going to give constructive criticism, it's best to do that away from everyone else.
Everybody else,
yeah.
So you can't even do that.
Not in the public forum. Yes,
right. I would say jump in them DMs, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, moving on to some somewhat bad news. It's been an interesting. So, over the last 2 years, we've had studios who have been we have developers, and then their publishers are very hands-on to the point where they're micromanaging, and how detrimental that is to the studio. Well, now we have the opposite effect. Undead Labs. There were reports this week of people quitting over the last 6 months or something. But I guess it could be toxic to a certain way. But apparently Microsoft had a more hands-off approach to it. The people at Undead Labs were kind of upset that Microsoft had wanted that trailer for that came out for State of Decay 3, because apparently they are still behind on it. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. But did anybody read this story? Because it's interesting how this studio head, I can't remember his name, it's in the article that I posted, they called him an absentee father. Like, he spent so much time away from the office that he wasn't actually leading the company.
Right.
Oh wow.
And I think that's a problem with a few studios. And I think that I don't know, while Microsoft is playing this hands-off approach, probably so that they don't feel like, they're creating crunch and whatnot. Like, y'all still need to develop some checks and balances for these studios, because this isn't the first studio that I've heard that has had this issue. And I think everybody has seen the other article, regarding initiative and stuff like that. So it's like, when are you guys going to step in, right? Like, when is it the time to step in? Because we've seen that this isn't the only studio, which for me as a consumer means I'm getting my games late. Stuff that you said was coming is no longer coming down the pipeline as quickly as we thought. So I know that I won't be seeing either of those games in the near future.
No, you will not.
Okay, so I was trying to look through this article, because this is like I was seeing how the dates and stuff on it. So this is like a little bit last year. And then they said some employees reported the studio is now on the right track, saying that State of 3 should be a cool game, yada yada. Cool, but it's always hard and tough to like read these kind of things, especially I feel like I'm a little bit too close to it. You know what I mean? For me to comment on or say anything about this. But I mean, if they need to fix things, and they definitely need to do it for sure. I mean, I would hate to know that this is going on at that studio, and for the fact that, as you said, the studio head has been away from it. I know they was trying to kind of branch out a different division somewhere else, so maybe that was the reason. But who knows,
man? He said apparently he was visiting his family a lot. So he was taking a lot of time off to be with his family, which is understandable. So you're trying to find a good work life medium because you got to have that. Nowadays we've learned that, but when it comes to the gaming industry, we've seen, like I said, studios that are very right on top of you, micromanaging you, telling you, you have to do this. But then Undead Labs, they didn't have that, and look like they still kind of messed up the system. So maybe it's just we don't know how to find that happy medium. Is that what it is? We don't know how
maybe
to be.
Just not yet.
Yeah.
And I see that guy. I see he has since left the studio. So
yeah.
I mean, that's wow. Well, hopefully, I mean, according to them, they cleaned it up. So I don't know what else to say about it. It's kind of wild, though.
Yeah. Right. So I'm hoping, like, now, like you said, because this took place like sometime last year. So now they say they're on the right track. They've got everything figured out what they need. But I think this is something we might have to look out for more in the future.
As far as the hands-off thing?
Yeah,
sure,
the hands-off approach. Because even you have to have not guidelines, but your goals and a way to track those goals. So somebody has to be looking over somebody's shoulder.
Right. I think it's cool, like, to take that hands-off approach, but the studio definitely needs to have its own level of stability so they can be able to accept that. I think you can do hands-off approach with studios like Bethesda, who've been running them themselves forever. You know what I mean? They had ZeniMax over, as this the head management managing on down. I think you could definitely take a hands-off approach with that. I think you could just kind of tell what studios can possibly run themselves. I think if they're like mid-tier and small, maybe you need to step in. But you're right. It's going to be all about finding that proper balance. Like, how do we manage them? We give them full creative freedom. With how do we don't be like heavy-handed? Let them have creative freedom while making sure that it's not becoming a toxic culture because they're able to just do whatever they want. So how do you gotta balance that? So
they gotta have the right people over there, you know? And the sad part is there probably isn't enough people that they're in the pool to be able to bring over, right? Like when you think of that job title, right, and the folks there, you don't even have enough in the pool because those people are in other places, right? And then when you talk about promoting somebody, you got to rely heavily on the fact that whoever is promoting them has enough knowledge to promote the right people.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because there's a lot of nepotism that go on, so you have to really kind of work to combat that, especially when you everybody has to still be vetted and so on and so forth. So
they mentioned that in the article also. Apparently they were just hiring his close friends from other studios. So it was...
We know that happens.
Right?
So we're going to keep an eye out on this and hopefully...
We had a former president that had his whole family as staff.
Right.
Whole family.
Secret clearances just off
right.
Just because I'm like, shoot, I remember going through that process. I have a secret clearance, all right? So I'm letting you know.
My mother had it from my uncle. It was crazy. So moving on. We have a new addition to Delay City, people. Oh, you know what? At this point, it's like a whole...
It is not to celebrate. Come on.
Hey, we're gonna vacation there. I know somebody got some summer home on the water. But for real, I don't know if anybody have heard, but Breath of the Wild 2 has been delayed until next year. But I just want to point out,
year for real,
because it's the only one that released this year.
You're right. Like Starfield better come out swinging or shit.
Honestly, at this point, if it releases on time, it's automatically a contender. Automatically.
Right.
This whole Starfield is great. It's a fantastic game. And
they got it. Look, I hope they get pumped. Like, look, we just gotta come out and work. Okay?
That part.
We just gotta come out and work. That's it.
Yeah.
And they automatically nominated because
for Game of the Year. So, but honestly, did Breath of the Wild 2 actually have a release date for this year?
I guess so. I didn't think it did.
I didn't
but
think
it was probably
either.
Because this was the first date, I'm sure, that they gave. And I always feel like these big games, whatever the first date is,
it's just
automatically assume.
Like, that's just a placeholder.
Right. That's a placeholder. Exactly. This is so that we can add this into our shareholder, stuff at the end of the year. That's it.
Yeah. This is for our quarterly calls and
make
sure that we can. I already know what it is.
Man.
So yeah, welcome Breath of the Wild 2 to the Lake City, Suicide Squad, and what else is there with you? Vampires,
all
whatever.
of them, basically.
Right.
Gotta have
That's what
fun
it feel like.
till next year. We're getting ready for our tidbits part of the show. Ladies, if y'all have any tidbits, I just have one. People, get your questions together. If you got questions, remember questions in large print because I am blind. And then your question behind it. So, my first and only tidbit that I have is Moon Knight dropped this week, and it was awesome. If you're in our
haven't seen it
Discord,
yet.
okay, well, we're not going to talk about any spoiler points, but I do want to mention that I believe that this is probably one of the first Disney Marvel shows, that showcases mental illness to the extent that it does.
Wow, okay.
It's not played up for jokes. Well, I guess it could, but like it's not. This man is crazy.
Well, he's not crazy. Don't say that.
It's this dissociative. What now?
Yeah, it's DID, right?
Yes, some dissociative.
Or DPD, dissociative personality disorder. I
Yes,
think it is.
what she
Yeah.
said. And he has a lot of it, but it's good. Like it's good. We're talking about it in our Discord. So if you're in our Discord, hop on there.
Which, in case you don't know, you can have a personality disorder where you have multiple personalities living within you, and you can also have dissociative personality disorder where you don't know who's in control. That's what he has.
Yes.
So,
and it's interesting how when he flips back and forth.
That takes great acting. Is the acting really good?
It
yes.
does. Yes.
Okay.
You know who it is. It's Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
He is doing it. He's one of those actors that gets all into the role, and he's in it. And even the visual effects of how they do, that swap is good, right? Because
I gotta watch it.
Cute.
So wait, do they drop all episodes, or is it just like?
God no.
No, that ain't. You know they ain't doing that.
So yeah, just wait because it comes out on Wednesdays. So
Right.
Wait till this Wednesday. That way you catch 2 episodes.
Cool, bet.
But yeah,
I have a tidbit.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, are we done with Moon Knight? 'Cause
Sure,
we don't want to
yeah.
give away too much, right?
No.
So next Wednesday will be a next Moon Knight. So Obi-Wan was delayed to I believe May 27th now, but we will get 2 episodes on May 27th. So
Oh wow, okay.
it was only
That's a
delayed
good way
2
to make up
days.
for
So
it.
now instead of coming out on Wednesday, it's going to come out on Friday.
So our Friday is going to be the original, the release date, or is it going to be Friday then back to Wednesday from now on?
Yeah, I don't think they said, or they didn't say in the trailer that Ewan McGregor, right? Isn't it? No,
Yeah, he's
do I have the
cute
right
too.
one? Yeah.
So
that
wait, is
he
it?
put
Are
out.
they just trying to release it on May 4th because May the 4th?
They should have
May 27th. May
Oh,
27th.
well, I was trying to be clever, whatever. Dang.
I
They
know,
should
right?
have.
They
That would've
should have.
that would've been
They
cool,
should
though.
have released it on May the 4th. So they slipping,
Yeah, that's them.
That would have been opportune.
right?
Or at least Revenge of the 5th.
Okay. Dang.
We're gonna have to have some
Marketing.
some movies. We should do that in the Discord. Show a couple of Star Wars for May the 4th.
Yeah,
and
we should.
Revenge of the
Revenge of the 5th.
April should be a lit month for us, man. It should be.
No, this is May, girl.
I know, but I'm just saying we be planning it out. We be planning.
Oh, yeah.
Leading up to it,
Right.
You know?
All right. Any other questions? I mean, tidbits before we jump into the questions? But I'm not seeing any questions.
Ooh, what kind of question? No question.
Y'all getting tired of asking this stuff? 'Cause
Yeah.
that was
And they didn't have
happening.
that many last time either, did they?
I know.
Dang,
But that's
girl.
because I think Rain ain't really here, and I think other Zinc, they've been working and stuff. So
Look here.
No
We're happy y'all have
questions.
jobs and y'all are taking care of business, but we need y'all
Right.
to pop in here and ask us questions.
Right.
what's something
Okay,
else?
boom. If I ask you a question, Eternal Shaddai has one. With E3 being canceled, how do you see Xbox event this year? Will they show a lot of AAA games, or will they hold back like last year?
Yeah, because I figure they're probably gonna do their. Well, I don't know. Jeffrey has a lot of friends at Xbox, so
Just said Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. So
That
you
name,
never
double
know,
name.
right?
I know, right?
They might partner with him to show some of their stuff, but I don't know. I hope that they do their own things. I do like them to have their own thing. But
I like the Xbox showcase. And I'm guaranteed to have a good time. So yeah, I hope they, even if it's just virtual, I want them to help show something.
yeah,
Now, if they
It'd be cool if they do the talks like they did. Hopefully they'll do, you know what they should do? They should do some panels, not just the talks where it's, you know, listen, but have some panels with some large, you know, rooms, let a good amount of us get in there and, you know, do some panels. That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome.
I think that's so underrated right now in our industry. They need to have way more panels. And I think they do it a lot for like GDC and other conventions, but I do think fans could benefit from seeing actual people that make these games sometimes. Right. And I think it'll bring more human. You know, it'll make it more human because sometimes people they able to hide behind their computer and say what they want to say about these developers. When you know, sometimes when you humanize the situation, it changes things. Right. So I think they need to have it more. I know I used to be one of those people that I would complain about that when Microsoft would do like their little showcases and stuff, and they would always have these interviews, and they would be great, but I feel like they would go on a little too long, more than the game. I'm like, show the game, right? You know, game up first. I want to see the game, right? So. But, you know, as time is going on, like, I appreciate that now. I appreciate hearing, you know, how the game is made and the effort they put into it. So, yeah.
So throwback FanFest moment. Do you remember when they did their first panel for FanFest and they had, I want to say his name is Joe DiMaggio, but I might have his first name incorrect. But him and they had the whole panel with gears and stuff like that.
Oh yes, loved it.
And they were at like that one guy came up and very excited, asked the most random ass question about the character.
Ending.
Was like, it was like, why did they like marry or do something? And she was like, they were like, yo, why you come up here asking this question?
Right. It's like, why'd you ask the ending? How did Thomas? How does it end or whatever? Like what? Right. We'll come up here and ask the end of the game. We ain't gonna tell you.
But those are the moments you remember, so that'd be cool. That's why they need to have a panel. So some weirdo can come and ask some weird ass question.
Yeah. It's interesting.
All right, we got a couple more questions.
Yes, they're coming in now. So Rain G4 or Rain, are you ladies ready for the Flash movie coming? No.
Yes, I'm still gonna watch it.
But no.
It's like, okay, Flash the TV show has been kind of weird. You know, it started out really good and then it kind of just tanked a little bit. And I was trying to get back to where it was before, but I still want to watch the movie. Anytime, I love superhero movies, so I'm still gonna check it out. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna see it anyhow. So
I'm gonna see it. I don't know if I'm gonna pay for it though.
No, I mean I'm gonna pay and go see Morbius, but I'm just You already know how I feel. The Flash. Sorry.
Oh, the next one Morbius is coming up to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Flash. I'm gonna pay and go see. But CHAREECE and I have our theories of what's gonna happen in Flashpoint. I'm not Flashpoint. I'm giving it away already. The Flash movie, but I feel like they're doing Flashpoint, which is them trying to pivot the universe so that they can erase what happened and start over anew. But like I told CHAREECE, you only get with comic books, you only get a few tries to do that. You only got a couple of moments in comic books to do that. So they can do that if they want to, but y'all can't do that every couple of years because you mad at whoever director.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, so we'll see. But I'll be watching it. And Ezra need to keep his ass out of trouble.
Oh yeah, he do.
Dude, sit down.
I don't know what was going on there, but.
And the last one ain't even the first one.
I
know. Even the second one.
Did y'all read about the one he ran into somebody's bedroom and was like acting a fool?
Yeah, I don't know. He might be on some drugs, honestly.
They're not the good kind.
Right? He sound like he on some Sherm or some shit, you know?
All right,
hood drugs.
DELILAH HD.
Yeah.
Asking, have y'all seen the Morbius movie?
The Morbius movie? Do y'all plan on seeing it? I know it got bad reviews. I've seen that.
But I still gotta see it for myself.
Yeah,
same.
Again, I definitely ain't paying. We gonna bootleg that one. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Dang, CHAREECE. Just put it out there like that. Just say you gonna see it. Don't say you gonna.
Right.
How about this? I'm gonna make the husband pay for it. How about that? We'll go see it that way. I'll pay for the popcorn. He can pay for the movie.
I tweeted about it, so y'all should know how I feel.
It's not looking good, fam. And again, people, I just want to point out, this is not Marvel. This is no way near Marvel movie. This is Sony all the
Yeah, it's
way.
definitely Sony.
And this is why it sucks so much. So don't put that on Marvel. Don't do that. Have you watched the Halo show yet? I watched the
I
first
saw the
episode.
episode. I saw the second episode.
How was it?
So do you know what's name was talking about? Do you feel like how Kanye was talking about?
Exactly what he was talking about. And I agree with him 1000%.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. So okay, can I talk about it? I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I know y'all haven't seen it. But I like the first episode better than the second one. And I just leave it at that. But I do like the setup though. The setup is, they got the makings of a great show. I just hope they nail these next few episodes. They gotta nail these next few episodes. Cause I mean,
how many episodes is it?
Right now it's only 2 out.
No, how many in total? Is it like 6,
I think it's gonna be 10. I think it's gonna be 10 episodes.
Okay, that's a decent one. So
it's either 8 to 10 episodes. I think it's 10. But they got the makers of a great show, and it's still very brutal show. Like one part on there made me a little bit uncomfortable, just to kind of give you an idea. But
even more than the first one, where they like
you immediately know what I'm talking about when you see it. You'd be like, yo, that's a little much. They could have changed that.
Back on that one. But now,
I feel like the actor who plays Master Chief, I think he's killing that whole like demeanor. Like he's killing it though. Like he does a good job. Like he's believable. Like as being the person behind the suit. You know, he is really selling that for me to the point where I completely, I was never really attached to. I already disassociated this show from the games, so I'm already detached, if you will. But I think he does a good job, and I could see where they're trying to take the story. So yeah, and also the CGI in this one was better. So
that's good.
Happy about that. They had maybe one janky part. I'm like, they could have fixed. They could have cut that on the editing table. They could have just cut that whole. They could have just cut it, on the editing table. But for the most part, I see where they're trying to build it up. They're trying to build up the show. So y'all check it out. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And yeah, Cognito was right about that part. But yeah, I still don't think it takes away from. To give you an idea, if I had to rank this, if I had, me, I love messing around with the numbers. So if I had to give the first episode a 9, which is what I gave it, I would give the second episode like an 8.5.
Okay, that's still good to me.
Yeah.
I've watched worse. Like
because to me, they still try. You can see where they're trying to take it. You can see they're trying to go like the decision making in the show. It's really evident. Now this is it's no Disney, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like you just get it clear. It's no. You could tell, like the production's just different. Right. It's no Disney. Exactly. So just your expectations going there. You going there looking at it like that. All right, but
for those
I'm ready for the third episode. No.
Yeah. The first episode is on YouTube, free of charge. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it up on YouTube. Yeah, they put it up last week. I do not know how long it's gonna be up, so you might want to catch it this weekend. But it's up on YouTube.
Yeah, I had to catch it. I started seeing people leak stuff and spoilers. I'm like, let me go watch the show right now, because people will spoil it for you, fam. Like they will,
Yeah. Cedric H. question: thoughts on Senator Warren saying Activision Blizzard is going to be worse if the merger goes through for Microsoft? Did y'all hear about this? See this?
Yeah, I know. I put it in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, she. I don't. You know what it is? People still think Microsoft is this is Microsoft from the 90s and early 2000s. They don't think.
I felt like it showed how out of touch she is. Like you don't know technology. Then
never mind the employees that said they what they prefer, but we gonna leave it at that. This one's an interesting one, because I'm surprised it's Warren, to be honest with you.
Me too. I was too. I was just like, are you starting to go the way of the political theater politician? Mm-hmm. Because we know that they're on both sides. You know what I mean? It's like
everything that come out, you're gonna be like,
Right. Like I gotta take what you say with a grain of salt because I know that you just saying stuff to have these talking points to like put online, you know. So I don't know. I was disappointed that it was her, like Delilah was saying, and it's just this political theater nonsense is sad.
One thing that tripped me out though is just like I feel like if they are really concerned about this, they're not really paying attention, because it's like if they look at what other companies are doing in the industry, you'll see that companies are acquiring companies every 3 days. You see other, it's like how, this is, if I look at it as from a competition only standpoint, this is just part of it. Like this whole thing, this whole, trying to get solidify this deal is just part of the industry move. Like everybody's been acquiring everybody. So it's just like you said, it seems out of touch. But we'll see. I mean, we don't know how it's all going to play out in the end. So I just found it all interesting. It's like, so if the acquisition don't happen, you don't want to change the top, you don't want to change the management, then like what you saying? You want to keep it the same or make a change? Like what you trying to do? Which direction you want to go in? I think that for me is what stands out the most. It's like either you for change or you aren't. Which is it? And
because they made no mention of all the because 2 or 3 lawsuits Activision has, like they just settled one for $18 million, which is low numbers. People, this is $1 billion company. So
it's wild. It's wild. So I just hope all that stuff get cleared up. I feel like it's out of our hands anyway, so it's not really much we can say. Right. But for me, I know what I would prefer to happen as a fan. But we'll see.
All right, what is that? KO Black Truth, thank you for coming through. I think you came through from ILP, so we hope you enjoyed your time with us. Question: what's your dream game that hasn't been made yet?
I feel like we've been asked.
Somebody asked that before,
like recently, right?
I think they asked that on ILP. I feel like. No, it was Dream Studio. They said the studio. What studio would you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dream game that hasn't been made. That's always hard to choose because it's so many genres, there's so many ways you can go with games, and also like when you start tapping into classics, there's so many I can pull from that catalog. You're like, oh, they need a sequel to this, or they need to make so on and so forth. Because honestly, I want another Ninja Gaiden game from Tecmo. I want another Ninja Gaiden game. Whether I get it, I don't know, but that would be awesome. Just as a fan of that whole franchise. That's it.
A game that I would love to it needs a sequel to would be X-Men Legends from back in the day. Wow. It ended on a It ended sort of on a cliffhanger. After you win the game, Mr. Sinister's come out. Yay! Now my plan can finally go into effect. And you're like, what happened? What plan? Tell us what's going on.
You've been holding on to this.
That's a minute.
It's deep. It's deep. It's deep.
Right,
it's deep. It's in there.
It's like childhood trauma right here.
Right.
Yes. So, what happened? What was Mr. Sinister planning? Let a sister know. So.
For me, I felt like it's not like necessarily a game that's out, or has been out, and I want a continuation. I'm thinking more of like if there was a dream type of game, what would it be? So mine would be like the type of game that they play in Ready Player One. I want that to be real in my lifetime.
Interesting.
Like, I can die happy if like we get there. You know what I mean?
Well, you just full blown body online? Experience. Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever played Sword Art online?
No, I haven't. I did see that it's on, I think, Netflix now.
You should watch it.
It's a game too, isn't it?
It's a game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think another one too, just because y'all meet the Xbox 360 and OG Xbox era. For me, you mentioned games that ended on a cliffhanger. For me, it was Cameo Elements of Power and how that game ended. It's like, come on, man! I need a sequel to that. I want to know what happened.
That's emotional damage right
there,
man.
That's definitely emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
They just never closed that story. They never closed that story.
That's too funny.
Like,
was real pissed.
I was hot.
Record did the same thing. Record ended on a cliffhanger too.
I'm like, and then it never
Come on,
again.
y'all.
Never again. Microsoft, you got
Stop
like half a
doing
dozen
that.
studios. Get it to somebody. I need to know what happened.
It's too
Anyway,
many.
okay.
It's a lot of games that I think have done that. They anticipate a sequel and the sequel don't happen, or they don't get funding for it. So it's like, womp womp, you know?
Right.
Jade Empire.
Jade Empire. Yes, okay. I feel like Jade Empire needs a full blown remake though. That would be good. With the martial arts and all that. Oh man. Jade Empire was that game. Oh. That's when BioWare was on they was killing the game.
Yo.
Half the people ain't even working no more. You're not
Look
getting
here.
this shit again.
Boogie, stop killing my dreams.
Boogie coming out with the facts, like, yeah, nah,
I know, right?
You know.
Like
We
most
don't
of the
we don't
people
wanna
not
hear
even in
that.
the industry no more, right? Like
We don't want to hear that though, Boogie.
it ain't happening.
He said dream. We are dreaming for the
Dream,
skies
that's
here.
right. He said dream. Exactly. He said dream. He said dream.
Yeah.
Hell of a drug, nostalgia. Tell you.
She backed up over it. Delilah.
She ain't lying though. Dang, that sucks, man. Wow.
Yeah. All right. So, any other questions?
I guess that's all. I don't see any more.
I think that's all. That was good questions this time. We thank y'all for them.
Yep, thank you.
But yes, so we're gonna get ready to do our outros. That way we can get our Saturday afternoon popping. Yeah, cause I got things to do. So yeah, we're gonna start from the up to the top. Miss Boogie.
All right. Well, thank you for everybody who joined us today in this Saturday afternoon. We appreciate y'all. I've been holding my dog this whole damn time because he has decided that I am his bed. So yeah.
Well, we need a dog. We need to seed the puppy, ma'am.
He's here.
Aw.
Look, he's like trying to lay back. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you lifting me up?" Yeah. So he's literally just been cradled here the whole day. Thank you again. Shout out to XBuds. I see you in the chat. You better hop on Elden Ring with us. And
I need your help. Express, man. Start
right?
be so coy.
Right? Yeah. Right. Look. And make sure if y'all are out, wash your hands, take your hand sanitizer. There's nothing wrong with being clean.
Oh my God, my daughter.
I like the way you said that.
I'll tell y'all later.
I'm just saying, I feel like everybody was upset because they told you to stay back, give me my space, and wash your hands.
They were, and they still are.
Yeah, right. Okay. Other than that, thank y'all. Hope to see y'all next week. And yeah. Oh, you already announced the winners for Patreon.
Oh yes.
So.
For those that didn't hear, Ferno and Stitch are our winners for February and March. Again, if you want to be part of our giveaways, you have to join our Patreon. I want to say Patron, but that's not right. So
I know.
I
I
just
hear
wanna
you
say
keep trying to
You
say
hear
it.
me,
Like
right?
I hear
wanna-
you keep trying to say it. I'm like, why does she keep doing this?
Because I want a drink.
I guess. Shit.
Join our patron. But yes,
Patreon. Is the name. Right.
And see, we say patron at work because they're patron of the arts.
I know where you got. Like, yo, this library cannot turn off.
At all. At
Right.
all. But yeah, so if y'all want to join to get on these good giveaways and stuff, click the link that Jazzy has put into the thing. Yeah. Oh, and now Delilah.
Yeah, outro. Cause yeah, you all know you can follow me on Twitter, Delilah on the screen.
She was supposed to go last. CHAREECE was supposed to go last.
right.
My bad.
So it threw
My
me off.
bad.
It threw me off a little bit,
Shit.
But yeah, thank you everybody for rocking out with us. We appreciate y'all. Lady had to drop off. I think she has some issues, some technical issues, but definitely catch us here again next weekend. Are we doing a show next weekend? Do y'all know?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank you all for being here, and yeah, peace.